Hey, what's up, gentlemen? Chris McCarthy here, and this is the Earn It Battleground. Today in the Battleground, I've got my best 3 dumbbell exercises for bigger calves. So we're working the lower part of the legs today. First movement that we're gonna end up doing today is gonna be seated dumbbell elevated calf raises. Then we're gonna move it into standing single leg elevated calf raises. And then we're gonna be doing some toe tip farmer walks. Starts off with the seated dumbbell elevated calf raises. So what we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna have to get a bench in a seated position. I'm gonna actually turn this one around a little bit, and then I'm gonna put it down into a flat position. And then we're gonna do these elevated. So what I want you to do is get some sort of a plate or a block or some sort of couple inches off the ground so you can go ahead and elevate your feet. So we're gonna get this bench into position here. I'm using a bumper plate for this, a 45-pound bumper plate. Gives us about 4 inches here of elevation. Place that right there in front of the bench. Now from here, we wanna make sure that it's far enough out that we can kind of get our feet out in front here, and then also be able to dip our heels down below to really work those calves. So from this position, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab 2 dumbbells, and we're gonna add some weight to these. So from here, we're gonna sit on this bench, put our toes close together here, a couple inches apart on this plate. Now we're bringing our knees together. The dumbbells are gonna go right up here on the top of our knees. Now from here, we're then gonna dip our heels down below, really feel that stretch in that calf muscle right there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna raise up and squeeze at the top. Now this is the part where the muscle grows, and this is the most beneficial part right here. When you're in this fully extended position here, your toes are on that plate and you're squeezing at the top. Now slow and controlled all the way back down here. Bring those heels down below that plate level and then power up and squeeze the top. I would even hold that squeeze for about 5, maybe even 10 seconds. You're gonna really feel that in your calves. Slow and controlled all the way down here, and then bring it back up and squeeze. Right here, this is the money right here when you're squeezing that. So those are dumbbell elevated seated calf raises. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do kind of the same thing, but we're gonna do single leg from a standing position. We're gonna use a dumbbell on this as well. So first off, you wanna get something that you can kind of hold on to. You might be able to just use the bench right here. So I'm gonna pull this bench in just a little bit closer here. Now what we're gonna end up doing here is using the same plate that we had, or you could use a dumbbell. Set that down here, and what we wanna do is, once again, put our toe on this plate. Now we're just using the bench or whatever you have here just to kind of balance yourself. And if you're gonna be using the left leg first, we're gonna grab a dumbbell, put it in our left hand. So we're gonna get in this upright position here, and we're gonna have the dumbbell in the left hand. So grab this dumbbell, toe is just on this plate from here, get in this fully upright position. Now once again, we're gonna raise up and we're gonna squeeze that calf at the top. This is where all the muscle building happens, right here at the top when you're squeezing on that. So once again, squeeze for about 5 seconds, and then slow and controlled, come down, make sure that heel goes down below that plate, and then power up, squeeze at the top. All the way down, we'll do one more here. All the way up, squeeze at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow and controlled all the way down. Once you finish it on one leg, then you're just gonna switch off to the other leg. Make sure when you switch though, that if you're switching off to the right leg, now the dumbbell is going in the right hand. So I don't want you to just switch off on here and still have the dumbbell in your left hand. You wanna make sure that the weight is on the same side of the leg that you're actually working. All right guys, once you finish that, now we're gonna go into toe tip farmer walks. So you're gonna need a little bit of space here for this. So I'm just gonna get the bumper plate out of the way. Also gonna get this bench out of the way, and we're gonna need 2 dumbbells for this. And we're basically just gonna end up doing a farmer walk, but on our toes. And we're gonna go forwards and backwards, as many as you can, maybe 12 to 15 steps per walk here. But we're gonna grab these dumbbells, and from here, palms are facing each other, or facing our hips right here. Head and neck is in neutral spine, chest is up, shoulders back. We're gonna get up on our toes, and we're gonna do a farmer walk on our toes for, like I said, 10, 15 steps. Once you get to that point, now we're gonna reverse that and we're gonna walk backwards. But we're on our toes the entire time. That calf is engaged the entire time. So you're just gonna go back and forth on this slow and controlled farmer walk with those calves or those heels elevated off the ground, really squeezing and working those calf muscles on these farmer walks. All right guys, those are my top 3 dumbbell exercises for bigger calves. Now, if you wanted to incorporate these into a workout, what you could end up doing is doing 10 to 12 reps of each of those exercises for 4 sets with a 1-minute rest in between. And as always, if you really want to intensify this workout, just like any of my workouts, instead of resting for that 1 minute, go ahead, pick up a jump rope and jump rope for 1 minute, especially in this workout because that's going to work the calves as well. But jump rope for 1 minute instead of resting, that's going to burn fat while you're building muscle simultaneously in the same workout. All right, guys, let me know down in the comment section what else you want to see, and I'll do my best to bring it to you. Also, check out earnit247.com, sign up for my free daily marching orders, and I'll see you right back here in the battleground tomorrow.